chilly in here.
Now everybody knows that.
It's a little chilly.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Alter Ego Podcast. I'm your host, Jack Austin. With me, as always, is the Cyborg.
Hello.
How are you, buddy?
I'm good. Thanks,
Ryan, how are you?
I've been drinking green tea all goddamn day.
Woo!
Pumped.
He's full of ginseng.
Megan, how are you?
Oh, I'm great.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
How are you?
Never asked.
No.
My therapist told me to get out and see people, so here I am.
We're in your
my
house.
Well, half my homework's done. I always say that out in public, and my therapist told me to go out and see people. How's that going? Not well. Not well.
Do you see the look on my face?
Yeah, but you know who is doing well?
Forge Supply Company. This episode of Alter Ego is sponsored by Forge Supply Company, makers of all natural and organic soaps for men. With scents like tropical teakwood, citrus IPA, cypress pine, transient road scum, and more. Visit their website at forgesupply.com to order online and use promo code ALTEREGO to get 10% off your order. Forge Soap. Real soap, no bullshit.
Woo!
Nailed it.
I figured since you're their biggest investor, I'd let you read that one.
See, I just like to do it from the heart, man.
And I forgot that I had the transient road scum and the fake blood spurts on there, I think. Butt nickels on there. There's a bunch of really
I'd like
really
to add a quick
colorful
fan review.
Oh, gosh.
So I came home
We're talking
today.
about soap, not fans.
Yeah. So I came home today, and Jack was in the shower.
Oh.
And
Hold on.
the whole bedroom
Hold on.
smelled good.
No.
No. None of that. None of that happened.
We touched private areas.
No. Stop. Fake news.
Repeatedly.
Y'all went butt to butt?
Yeah. She put a finger in me.
Okay.
Oh, that's not butt to butt.
You're ruining
one?
this.
Just one.
But the room smelled so good that it made me want to take a shower because he was using Forge Supply soap, so I took a shower.
Smells so good, you'll actually shower.
Yes,
I needed a shower
Smells
anyway.
so good you might clean yourself.
But since y'all was running late, I opted to shower right then.
Hey, I was running late.
Yeah, nobody blamed her for that. She's going to die on this hill
Yeah.
about us supposedly saying she was late, even though nobody said that.
Nope, not a person.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I just said that they were late, so I showered.
And,
You know who isn't late?
Since I don't have a
Tony
father,
Nelson?
when is Father's Day?
Tony and
Sunday.
Nellis.
Sunday?
Sunday.
All right.
This Sunday.
Is that 3 for 20 still going on?
Nope.
Oh, man. Forge Supply ended
Missed it.
But they are giving away a 3-pack to any dad you tagged in their social media.
I've already done it. I'm already
Whose
there.
dad did you tag?
I tagged David.
And he
Person?
returned the favor.
He did. He turned around and tagged me immediately.
I tagged you too.
I appreciate it.
Oh.
I'm going to tag my own dad.
2 tags and you're out.
Can you double tag?
Yikes.
Darn it.
I was going to put myself in there, but I'm like, yeah, nah.
So if you don't
I
win
saw
your...
one dude did tag himself. I'm like, oh, you don't get the rules, but
So
He was the reason why, because I looked down, I was like, oh, this guy tagged himself. Maybe I'll tag myself.
maybe I'll tag myself.
And then you realized how much of a dick move that actually was.
Yep.
I bet he's gonna win.
Hold on, guys.
He better not.
He's super lonely. Let him tag himself.
He doesn't know any other dads.
You know what he's going to do? He's going to treat his dad to Tony and Nello's. Tony and Nello's Southern Italian Cuisine and Grills, a hidden gem that's family owned and operated on the outskirts of St. Petersburg at 1136 Pinellas Bayway, South Tierra Verde, Florida. It's a must-try for Father's Day or a homemade Italian lunch or dinner. Just remember to bring your appetite because the portions are very generous. Call for a reservation today at 727-867-3577 and check out tonyandnellos.edu.
Do you think you can get through that whole thing without reading it at this point?
No, I can't.
No.
No, I
I
can't.
bet you get pretty far, though.
I might.
You want to take your best shot next week?
I only read it once a week. Yeah, I'll
I feel
try
like
it next
the
week.
human
Let's do it.
brain
Give it a
stopped
shot.
remembering phone numbers.
That
at
way
some
they
point.
stop paying us to do it.
Oh, yeah.
No,
you left
because-
out the phone number, the address,
Yeah.
any pertinent information.
You didn't even mention that we're an Italian restaurant, Jack.
Oh, Tony and Nello.
Yeah. Tony is a guy. Nello is a food. I don't know. Eat there.
Tony's a guy,
Well,
Nello's a food.
bye.
Brought to you by Guy and Food.
Yeah. Brought to you by Guy and Food. Oh, gosh. You guys excited to get into this week? We're talking
I just can't
E3, all the wonderful announcements. And Ryan brought his beautiful wife, Abby, with him today, who's sitting in the background.
We have a studio audience.
She gets to hear about all the wonderful video games that are going to drive her crazy.
Now she doesn't have to listen later.
She just looked up so defeated. For those of you at home, she looked up at me like if you've ever seen a skeleton. And you're like, it's eyeless. That's the look I got.
Yeah, we heard he has like 900 hours logged on Breath of the Wild,
Yeah.
so we know what's going on over there.
She just walks in and goes, Breath of the Wild.
No, see, that's the beautiful thing about
Do you
the
think-
Switch and the Wii U is you can sit on a couch.
Do you think maybe we could
Play
go
while she watches
outside?
stuff.
Or do you think
See, that's a good.
being seen in public is good? And he's like, as soon as I beat this lion.
Can I see my family?
Not until you defeat Ganon.
Not until you beat Ganon. Not until Hyrule is saved. How am I supposed to get Bennigan's at Apps and Zerts when I know that Hyrule's in danger?
So irresponsible.
I have no idea what the hell you're talking
Yeah,
about.
you are
All
a hero.
right.
You have a responsibility.
You have a
God
hero.
damn
Yeah,
it.
you're a hero. Zelda entrusted you to. Anyway, we're moving on to DC news, shall we?
Great, ruined my day early.
You know what? They've been the weakest in the news, so
Is this
Just
going to
kinda-
ruin my day or make my day?
it made my day twice.
Like in
both
a
of
real-
them.
like
Both
were
of
you-
them made my day.
Did it make your day in a I hate this and I'm
Yeah.
laughing it's so bad kind
Like,
of way?
look how
or?
silly this is.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
They're both good.
Okay.
Oh,
The
there's only
first
two things,
one,
though.
yeah, I alluded to that. The first one is that the sequel to Aquaman finally got a title.
Okay.
Ooh.
Now that this is
Yeah.
Is it the
good.
trench?
Oh, now you're interested?
Yeah.
It's called Fishbowl.
You got to work
That'd
it up.
be really cool. Aquaman and the pH levels of doom.
Oh, gee.
No, I'm kidding.
Ooh.
It's Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom.
That sounds
Okay.
like a
Pretty cool.
Namor
Okay.
sort of bow.
No, Namor's
Except he's
MCU.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Oh, not Namor. Who the hell am I thinking of?
Black Manta.
Not Black Manta. I don't know. Who are you thinking
Who could
of?
be a lost kingdom? I don't know. Let's find out together,
Well,
guys.
if the kingdom is already known about, it's not really lost, is it?
Yeah.
So I think it'll be something brand
Maybe
new.
I was thinking about. Maybe I did just get it confused with.
There
the-
was some
the
fan
talk
art
of
about Namor that was put out. and
That's
it
what
was
I
pretty
know.
good.
As soon as I said it, I was like, "Wait a second, he's a Black Panther thing. That's not right."
He is currently,
And
yes.
the lost bird.
And I know that they're working that into the MCU soon, so that's probably why I was.
Top of mind.
They're teasing in the Titans season 3. They're teasing the death of Jason Todd,
Oh no.
and they're making it look like they're actually going to show him getting beaten to death by a crowbar.
It's HBO now.
That's hardcore.
That's
That trailer popped up. I clicked on it. I saw the first probably about 20 seconds, and I just swipe and close.
I will look for the clips of Red Hood on YouTube.
I'm like,
Yep.
That's what I'll do.
this looks like the CW / everything else I don't like about superheroes.
But, it's on HBO, so I don't know. But, DC has their limits.
they sure do.
This is the one that actually had me laughing really, really hard.
Oh, I think I know this news.
DC has a show that you have actually raved about
I love it.
on our show, the Harley Quinn show.
Very funny.
It's an animated series that follows the femme fatales, well, more specifically Harley Quinn and her cohorts. Is that fair to say?
Yes, the Poison Ivy and
Poison
the Suicide
Ivy.
Squad.
Yep. Okay, so it follows them. And as we all know in the comic world, Catwoman has had a long-standing love affair with Batman.
Mm-hmm.
So they cut a scene in this movie, which was a sex scene between Batman and Catwoman.
On that show?
They didn't cut the whole scene, just a scene where Batman was going to go down on Catwoman.
Oh,
Jesus
hello.
Christ.
They don't show it, but I love the quote. Let me read it for you.
Yes,
Oh,
please.
please.
It says, in the third season of Harley Quinn, this is from the director. In the third season of Harley Quinn, we had a moment where Batman was going down on Catwoman, and DC was like, you can't do that. You absolutely cannot do that. Halpern, who is the director, continued. They're like, heroes don't do that. So we said, are you saying that heroes are just selfish lovers? And they were
Oh my
like,
gosh.
no, it's that we sell consumer toys for heroes, and it's hard to sell a toy if Batman's going down on someone.
I would actually buy a toy of Batman going down on.
Could you imagine?
That's a weird pop playset.
I was gonna say, could you imagine like a Funko Pop movie moment? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Called the Bat Beach.
Oh my!
And he keeps the mask on.
Yeah.
Just
Of course,
comes with
it's just a cowl and that's it.
He's just face deep. Martha.
Cowl and a cape.
I mean, watching the first 2 seasons of the show, this was probably very graphic and very funny.
So, I have the question there. DC was like, yeah, no, we're selling toys to kids. So, I mean, like, how many kids are watching this? Is this a kid-appropriate show?
No, it's rated MA.
Okay. So, first and foremost, the kids shouldn't be watching this.
No.
And at some point, you're going to get some teens who are like, you know what? Batman's pretty cool.
Here's the thing. This is stupid because 2 years ago, they did the same thing in the Batgirl movie or the Killing Joke animated movie.
Yes, they showed
which
us.
was the worst thing that I have ever seen committed to animation.
What? The sex scene between Barbara Gordon
the
and Batman?
Batgirl sex scene that was not from the source material and made no sense whatsoever. Why the fuck was that in there? But that's an argument for another
Man
day.
wanted to clap some cheeks.
So
I guess it was meant to set up the later happenings of the movie and why Batman would be so.
How about it's Batgirl? He doesn't have to fuck her to care about her.
No, he pretty much does. Those are the rules, bro.
Did you hear that,
I guess
honey?
so.
I don't make them.
Heard.
Can't or won't.
Yeah. That was it. That was the news that I had for DC. That quote was just too funny. We sell these toys to kids. I'm sorry.
This scene must have been so over the top. Like,
Right.
now I want to see it.
Right.
I want to see this DVD bonus
You
extra.
want the director's cut? Just tell your wonderful wife why you want that DVD. You know, there's a really good scene
in it.
Get the one with the 30 seconds of extra footage.
Why is this $75 on eBay?
Shut up! Don't ask questions. I asked you, was it ordered? Not how much was it?
How much was it? How much is it?
The Lingus cut.
Yeah, the Lingus cut.
That's
Lingus
awful.
cut. I like it.
Wow. Okay. Let's move on to the MCU. Sorry, DC, we need
Family
something
friendly.
good. Maybe I'm missing something. I'm following all the major comic book outlets and all that kind of stuff, trying to find stuff because, we work during the day. But this is all I could find for DC. Nothing good other than Aquaman, which was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Let's move on to the MCU, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Armor Wars, the new spinoff coming up about War Machine. The CEO of Disney commented, Bob Chapek, I think is who he is. That's who he's credited
That's
to
the
in
new
the
guy,
story.
yeah.
This will scratch the itch that our fans have been wanting for more Iron Man. So, in the terms of obvious news, what do we expect out of Armor Wars? How much time do we see Rhodey in the suit?
Oh, almost the whole time, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe.
You think it's going to be that involved?
Oh, yeah.
Lots of death and stuff like that?
It's going to be Rhodey flying around the world looking for different Iron Man suits, different people stealing technology. I think it's going to be cool.
That would be interesting to see every season War Machine having to duel it out with another Iron monger or whatever you want to call it.
Exactly. Like, okay, I don't think this is a spoiler by any means, but I know Justin Hammer's in the series. They announced him in the series.
Ooh.
So,
you just spoiled it for Jack.
I don't care.
Thanks.
I
he
love
loves
that.
spoilers. I'm the one who hates spoilers.
And I love the dude that plays Justin Hammer. He's so good.
I went
like
back
him
and
a
watched
lot.
that. I'm like, this guy got a bum rap in this.
What is it? Sam Rockwell.
Yes,
Sam Rockwell. Oh my God. So Sam Rockwell and Don Cheadle are going to be in Armor Wars?
So Sam Rockwell gets the Stark technology from the government or wherever. This is what I'm assuming this part. And then Rhodey, because he's probably selling it to everybody who has
for sure
$1
that
in
has
their
money.
pocket. So
knowing Justin Hammer.
Then Rhodey has to fly around the world and find all the, like in Afghanistan, in Tokyo, and in America, and all these different countries to try and find all this technology and track it down. I think that's awesome.
I'm excited to see that. I think that might be the most action-packed series we get.
I like it.
I mean, somebody in the room has not seen Loki episode 2 because I was not willing to go another minute without watching it, and it was past our bedtime.
I was sleepy.
It was actually me.
No, I
You
completely.
haven't seen it either?
No.
Okay, good.
Oh my gosh.
So you're the only one in the room who has seen it.
That part where Loki gets stabbed, oh my God.
Abby and I were live tweeting it. So, nerds.
Jokes on you. She didn't have
Jokes
a
on
Twitter.
you.
She doesn't even have a Twitter.
The plot freaking thickens. I'll
Nice.
just say that. I don't want to
Can't wait.
spoil it for you.
Those are my plans for tonight.
boys and girls, but it's going to be good. Oh, here's one that I tagged you in on the
Thor: Love and Thunder.
Instagram. Thor: Love and Thunder showed its first promo art.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
And it
What?
shows Thor full armor, looking good again, not looking like me anymore.
Oh,
I know, I was sad too. And then it shows a Jane Foster in full armor carrying Mjolnir.
Oh, we got a Thor tour going on.
Like,
over
And
there. Look at that.
No,
Valkyrie.
that's Valkyrie. Yeah,
Yes.
Valkyrie.
I want this in
I
a
don't see
T-shirt.
horse face Thor.
Can I just say I want this in a T-shirt? So
His
if they
name is
make
Beta
this
Ray
in a
Bill,
T-shirt,
and you will respect
With
him.
the IGN logo in the corner as well.
I
His
even
name
wanted to
is
say
Horse
first
Face
look at
Thor.
Jane Foster's new armor. I want it to say all that too. I want
What?
that in a
We
T-shirt.
can get it done on
Oh,
Cafe Press.
and you the language.
In all
on it, too.
honesty, that is a T-shirt.
She
if
would wear it
anybody's-
too. She would wear that shirt that
It's
says "and a
definitely-
first look at Jane
It's
Foster's
definitely
armor."
a T-shirt. It's like wrinkled, like the picture. That's a
because of the
T-shirt.
wrinkles in time.
I want this.
Obviously.
No, I know it's a very awesome looking shirt, and this is obviously
Oh, Jack.
post Guardians.
Your work is cut out for you.
Wait,
she just
no, it's
pointed at
not.
her phone and she's like,
No, it's
I
not.
want this, and stared at you.
I'm well. Listen, that's really funny that we thought that was a dig. That's what she has to do. She has to show it to me in the face and go, "I'm buying this for me from you." And I go,
well-
yeah, for sure. And then it shows up. I'm like, whoa, this is badass. Where'd this come from? She goes,
Wow.
oh, okay.
Except for that bulldog thing that I wanted to buy yesterday. You told me that I should.
Okay.
Oh, no.
$55
Hand
bulldog
painted
machine.
bulldog thing.
Hand painted? The kids hand paint things all the time, and you don't care about that.
They're not good.
Wow. It's true. It's true.
Ow.
The kids are terrible. No. But anyway, I think it looks really good. I'm excited to see a comic accurate looking Jane Foster.
It looks
Check our
very
Instagram
comic
and look.
accurate.
It looks very comic accurate. She looks awesome. I don't know if she's going to hit the gym for the part at all.
Well,
Yeah, 'cause
could
she's
she? Is she going to have?
Is she going to throw on 20 pounds of muscle?
Well, no. Is she going to have the ailment that leads her to become Thor in the comics? If
I
you guys
don't know.
Are you guys familiar with that?
Yeah.
Where she has cancer in the comics, and
Yeah.
she uses the Thor power, whatever it's called, the power of thunder, the power of love, whatever it's called in this, to cure her cancer temporarily while she's in the costume.
I
Is
don't.
she like an
That's pretty
astrologist
heavy.
and engineer and all that? What is it? The crazy shit that she does
Yeah.
in the movie? Is that she that in the comics too?
Yes.
Is that how she
In
gets cancer?
Most versions.
I don't know.
No.
We'll
I
have-
don't know how.
Maybe she does from like radiation and her job.
I was gonna say she's been missing for a while, so that could explain like
Yeah.
she could just pop back up and be like, "Ugh, I'm sick."
I don't see a massive body transformation for Thor: Love and Thunder for her in terms of like looking very sickly.
Well, that's the
because
thing.
She's very dedicated to the craft that she's in. I mean, like look at Viva Vendetta,
Yeah.
look at Black Swan, all those movies that she's really dove in. I don't see her being able. Well, not that she's not capable, but there's not enough time for her to be anorexic and sickly and withering
machinist.
away, and then out of nowhere looking like
Yeah.
G.I. Jane. But anyway. Oh, so there was an interview on comicbook.com with Vin Diesel talking about Fast 9.
Oh, I can't wait.
And the
Ryan, when are we going?
I can wait. I can wait.
I
for
will be
sure.
out of town and I'm gonna see it on vacation.
Gross.
She just doesn't know that yet.
Gross.
Where am I going to meet you, Ryan?
Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale? Oh, that's not that far.
So
That's worth a drive.
Vin Diesel was
Maybe not for Fast 9.
Oh,
Get in a
Jesus
fast
Christ.
car, bro. Crash through a few buildings. Go to outer space. Meet me there.
If I do it Vin Diesel style, I'll be there in like 20 minutes, so it's fine.
Yeah.
We're done.
How dare you guys? Go on with your fast news.
No, it's fine. We'll continue talking about it. Wasn't even fast news at all. Nothing to do with
It's
Fast
just
9.
Vin Diesel news?
Nope, it's MCU news. Do you remember we're in MCU?
Oh, you said Vin Diesel and
I did.
fast.
I did. He was doing an interview for Fast 9 and brought up his role as Groot.
Oh,
This is why I shouldn't cut you off.
we've come full circle.
So what's
Okay.
going on with Groot in the MCU?
So Vin Diesel says that he absolutely loves playing Groot. That's no mistake. Or no secret. He was talking about Taika Waititi and how much he enjoyed working with him on Thor: Love and Thunder, and said to the interviewer, "You should talk to Kevin Feige about what's next for Groot." And the guy was like, Oh, cool.
Do you have
Yeah.
his cell
He goes,
number?
he was getting ready to go interview him.
Oh.
And he goes, I'll take this clip and show it to Feige. He goes, yeah, we're going to have Groot return to Planet X. And I was like, oh, shit.
What?
That's just
Spoiler.
kind of like out of nowhere, Vin Diesel.
He's going back to Tree World.
So we're going to hopefully get to see Tree World.
Oh my
And
god.
it would make
What?
sense to see it in Love and Thunder, right? Because Thor speaks Groot. It was an elective on Asgard.
How long is this movie going to be?
I hope it's
There's
100
no-
years.
There's no wrong answer that's under 2 hours.
Thor: Love and Fun.
That's
Thunder,
over 2 hours.
Part 1.
Right. Yeah. Thor loving Thunder.
Yes. Whatever I said.
I don't know. No. I said the wrong one.
Oh.
But yeah, I would love to see the tree planet.
So you mean to
Planet
tell
X.
me
Jesus.
he is still actually going in there and saying, I am Groot over and over?
In all the different inflections you could possibly hope for.
Oh, a whole
Wow.
planet
Sometimes
of that.
he says we are Groot.
And not to mention, I don't know if you knew this, but Vin Diesel is the only actor who records all his lines in every language. So the Spanish I am Groot, the Chinese I am Groot, the French I am Groot, he does all that.
Well, I mean,
Well, when
he's
you
got
say
one
Are you
line
fucking
to
with me?
say. He also has one line to say it. I'm not trying to like bring him down a peg.
Is he like
but he has
S2
one
Groot?
line to learn in 60 different languages.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even that, I'm just surprised that Disney's like, all right, he said it enough times. Yeah, you're done here. We're just going to keep recording this. We don't need to keep paying Vin Diesel to say, I am Groot.
I think that's a James Gunn thing.
Yeah,
Like, he's
they
like,
do.
No. He's going to record it for every single instance in the movie multiple times.
we're not gonna use recorded clips.
Vin Diesel's the only person in the world besides James Gunn that has the script with the actual words that Groot is saying,
Yeah.
which I always
So
found
he's
really
the
interesting.
only one that knows what he's
Just the
actually
two
saying.
of them know what he's saying.
They
That's
know what he's
incredible.
saying. Actually, Rocket knows what he's saying.
Well, okay, in a real world
So
situation.
like Bradley Cooper has the full
I wonder,
script.
but you've read that he's the only one, him and James Gunn are
That's
the
what
only
he
ones that
said.
know.
'Cause-
That's really cool.
Yeah, because they got a version of the script that nobody else saw. Supposedly.
My favorite Groot moment is when Rocket is trying to explain the bomb to him
Yeah.
and how it
No.
works. And he goes,
I am Groot.
I am Groot.
I am
When he
Groot.
messes up the first time, he's like, all right, run it back again. I am Groot. He says it like just so carefree. I don't know.
No, I like
want to
when
see.
he's going over the buttons. I am Groot. I am Groot.
I am Groot. Yeah. He looks like he's going to hit the wrong one and he goes, yep, I am Groot. Anyway,
a
that's what I
lovely
got
bunch
for
of
MCU. MCU's really light today too in terms of movies and, Marvel news. They are going to be recurring on this list. They'll be back.
They're like, don't announce anything this week. It's all E3 stuff, so it's
Yeah.
just going to get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
There is Marvel stuff in the E3 stuff.
Ooh.
Oh,
I did see one trailer.
Did you?
We're gonna- yeah,
Very
I'll leave
good.
it. I'll
Very
save it
good.
for later.
Flavor.
Okay,
Flavor.
I'm going to throw it
What
to
is
you.
going on with me today?
I'm not sure. You've said a couple
Flavor
things.
for labor.
His vocabularistics, he don't go talking good like me and you.
Perfect.
His vocabulary consists of I and am and Groot in that order.
Exclusively in that order.
Yeah. Anyway, so Taika Waititi, Thor: Love and Thunder, he was talking about that, and he said he wants his next project to be Star Wars.
I am hyped for that.
Are you?
Yes.
Are you? Ryan
No.
said no.
Ryan's like, what the fuck's a Star War?
I'm not.
Bro, I have literally seen the original 3 and that's it.
I'm not stoked about
You're
it.
fine with that.
It's not a thing for me.
Watch
I-
The Mandalorian, though.
I would expect a lot of different things from Star Wars if Taika is one who takes over.
I mean, I would
want
be,
a wacky, weird Star Wars trilogy.
I would really like to see like those. Obviously, those worlds literally don't collide, but just his masterfulness colliding with something very different, but just as big, if not bigger, than like the Marvel world. But at the same time, I'm kind of like,
At
I'm
this
so
point-
over Star Wars at this point. I can't get roped into any of any
Really? Because
anymore.
I'm now more excited than ever before.
Now, there's Mandalorian that I'm excited about, obviously, but
The
it's
Book
just
of
like
Boba Fett looks really good.
so I'm excited for if he goes that direction. Yeah, if he's going like mainstream, back to the storyline movies and bullshit that's got nothing to do with
Well,
what
he
we've
helped
got
out.
that's fresh and
Are
new.
you talking about canon? Yeah.
Taika helped out with some of the best Mandalorian episodes in the first season. And
Okay,
I
well,
think
then
he
I
worked on
changed
some of
my
the
answer.
second season, too.
He recorded a lot, and I think he did direct the final episode
I think,
was done by him. And he obviously played the voice of the robot.
Yes, IG-88.
That's correct. I don't know how to feel about that because I am not like the hugest fan of his.
I know.
We've talked about that. I don't, hey, I'm happy to see what he's got to bring to the table. I just know that it's going to be wacky and goofy. And I kind of echo what Megan's saying here. I hope they do continue a Star Wars story, and it doesn't necessarily need to all be Jedi and Sith. That's boring.
That's kind of what I'm talking
Show
about.
me other stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rogue One is still my favorite Star Wars movie.
Same here. Number 1 on the list, Rogue One.
Made it happen, people.
It's my favorite one. But anyway, I'd like to see that, see what he's got. Netflix has announced a couple of projects they've got going on, including the reboot of a live-action Resident Evil movie. Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah?
Seems like a unanimous.
Tell us how you really feel.
I've been burnt by these video game movies
Yeah, that's true.
and shows and whatever else.
I don't know if I have ever cared for a single Resident Evil movie.
I really like playing the games in like a arcade sort of fashion.
I
You mean
your
like
little
House of
finger
the
guns.
Dead kind of
Yeah.
thing? This is totally different.
Then I'm not included myself in.
I think I've told this story about the first time I played Resident Evil on PS1.
Yep.
Yep. The door is locked from the inside.
Yep.
Nope. I'm done. Turning this game off.
You're not a spook fan though.
No, I'm not. But that's true. And the animated series Castlevania just recently wrapped up season 3. Has anybody watched Castlevania?
No.
Not a second.
Why not?
It's
I actually
anime.
think
How do you not like it?
would like it a lot.
This is up your alley.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never played any games of Castlevania.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
And it's just not my jam.
It's American anime. I
So-
thought you'd love it.
Let me paint the opening for you, right? For Castlevania. It opens up with a woman walking through the desert, through all these pikes that have skulls on them and bodies impaled and corpses, and they allude to it being Vlad the Impaler. And she's going to Dracula's house. You don't know that it's Dracula, but obviously it's Dracula. And they end up meeting. It's very cheeky. They fall in love. The very next scene you see is them burning Dracula's wife at the stake.
Cool.
Yikes.
It's a pretty intense show,
Um,
literally right off the bat.
There is some really gory stuff in that show, and I was like, I did not expect this, and I kind of really love it. And they do not jump off the gas in that
No.
show.
The whole first episode, literally by the end of the episode, you're like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Yeah, it's hardcore.
It's very intense.
We're talking mutilated babies raining from the sky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Literally like blood rain and like burning things at the stake. And,
Talking about abolishing Satan while fighting a vampire. It's insane.
It's pretty incredibly.
That's
I
intense.
really can't recommend this show highly
It's
enough.
actually
I was going to say, I can
pretty
see you
good.
love it, but hard pass for me.
Really?
Yeah, nah.
Wow.
Yeah, nah.
That's all right. They're doing another season of Rainbow Sparkle. But
Just
this
for you.
the new series will follow a descendant of some of our protagonists. I won't say. Has anybody seen Space Jam yet? It was out
Welcome to Space
as of the day
Jam.
of
The
us
original
recording
one?
this
No.
on the 17th. It came out yesterday.
Did it really?
Yeah,
I
like
did not
on
know.
the HBO or
yeah,
in
it's
the
on
movie theater?
Habogo.
Is
Oh,
it on the
wow.
$30 tier or is it on the regular tier?
That's not an HBO thing.
That's not an HBO.
That's
oh,
a
that's
Disney
just
Plus
a Disney
thing.
thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I might have to. I mean, I don't know. There's some things. Yeah,
I don't
have
care.
To watch it.
Daffy Duck's in it, so I've got to
I know.
watch it.
I know. We're gonna have to watch it.
Oh my God. So nobody's
watch it
seen
with
it
your
yet.
dads.
Not yet. All right. Well, maybe we'll do an episode on. No, I'm just kidding. We wouldn't do that.
But if maybe we can ask about it next
we
week.
could.
No, we won't. That's stupid.
Has anybody watched MODOK
We
yet?
can. No, actually,
No,
I haven't. I have not.
I'm halfway through, and I
And
think
you like it?
it's a very nothing series. Like nothing happens, but it's very funny to listen to Patton Oswalt. Like there's not like an overarching story that
See,
you're
I
like,
gotta.
where's
I gotta
this
follow
going?
Something.
Kind of like a MODOK sitcom.
It's literally just Robot Chicken, but with a Marvel approved sticker on it. So
Wow.
if you're into Robot Chicken, you'll like this.
I don't.
Huh.
It's just it's dumb shit.
Great.
In the
Just
first
don't.
episode, Iron Man kicks MODOK in the ass so hard that the boot gets stuck in his ass and he steals it for some of the technology.
Okay, hold on. You might have gotten me there.
Wow. That's hardcore.
That's actually funny.
He's like, I finally got Iron Man's boot. They're like, it got stuck in your ass.
Well, you got a winner on that one.
It's pretty funny like that.
That's funny. Sorry. I don't know why I thought that was so funny.
No, it's entertaining to watch you cackle about it. It's really funny. You good?
Yeah.
All right, we got her back. That's really funny. So Mike Myers, you all remember him? Austin Powers,
Yeah,
Yes,
baby.
yes.
Shrek,
The Love Guru.
I love that movie.
Do you really?
It is.
You are the only person who enjoys that movie.
So stupid funny. It's just so ridiculous, and I love it. It's so funny. Anyway, so he is going to be in a new series about the Illuminati.
What?
He's in a comedy series about the Illuminati, and he's playing 7 different people.
Oh, he's gonna be
That's
dead.
no
soon.
Oh, he's
surprise.
clumping it?
I'm into it. I'm so in.
Okay.
Mike Myers
this
is one
Netflix?
of those guys. I don't think it's Netflix.
This screams Netflix to me.
It does, doesn't it? I remember the story, but I don't believe it's coming to Netflix. I can Google it. It's worth a Google.
Netflix ain't
Push
going
the
to
button.
Hit the button.
Illuminati.
Okay, let's do it. Let's turn this down a little bit, but we'll hit the button.
The Illuminati.
All right, so while I look this up, you guys tell secrets you promise you'd never, ever tell anyone, ever.
Excuse me.
That was Megan. That's my secret. I'll always tell.
I didn't think it was going to be that loud.
Well,
Ryan,
when
what's
you
your
put it
wife's-
into a microphone,
What's her deepest, darkest secret?
I just told mine.
It's one time at band camp.
Oh,
you were absolutely right. New Netflix series
son of a
about
bitch.
the Illuminati. And that's enough. I'm
enough
very
tomfoolery?
I'm very interested in seeing that.
And that's going to be the fall of Netflix, I'm calling it.
Netflix.
That's gonna be the straw that breaks the camel's back.
I don't know.
That one.
The Illuminati doesn't take being made fun of lightly.
The Illuminati.
That's fair.
Oh Jesus!
That is fair.
How do you know?
Don't waggle your finger
How
at
do you
us.
know? Give us some
Because-
factual information about
No.
how the Illuminati don't play. You got it? No, you got
you know,
any?
You know why? You know
No,
why we don't
'cause
know anything? Because
nobody
it's all a
lives.
secret. Thank you. They're all dead and nobody knows.
I like my life. I'm not going against the Illuminati. Love you guys.
All the lizard people that are part of the Illuminati out there.
Yeah.
are just
Stop
going,
eating babies.
"Please,
Stop eating babies.
Jack, what did you do?
stop talking
You
about
got her
us."
started.
Stop talking about us.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Go
sorry.
back to your planet.
All right, so Disney. Oh, Jesus. Disney Plus. I think we kind of knew this one was coming. They're permanently shifting all new releases to Wednesday.
Yeah.
After the fact that Loki has blown up on Wednesdays, they're like, yep, everything's coming out on Wednesday.
I don't mind it.
Me neither.
What's moving to Wednesday?
Everything.
All series releases are coming out on
All
Wednesday
the
now
Star
instead of
Wars
Friday.
and Marvel and
Okay.
High School Musical
Yeah.
TV show.
Any of these big released series that are getting all the big budgets, the WandaVisions, the Falcon and the Winter Soldiers,
The Mighty Ducks.
Mighty
Return.
Ducks, all of it. They're all going to Wednesday.
The Mighty
cares?
Ducks. I want to see the Mighty Ducks.
I
Did I
did
say
too.
Mighty Dogs.
Who cares? Hey,
cares?
Disney,
Yeah.
let me put on my fucking big boy pants and watch the entire series in 2 days.
Wow.
Such a
You know who
complainer.
you remind me of when that is the chick from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I want it now.
Exactly.
Now. I want it now.
Don't you have games to play? Like, you can fill in gaps very easily.
I've got games to play. I don't have time for story development and anticipation. I want it now.
I don't want to wait for fucking a week.
I just
Forget what
imagine you
happens.
getting a
Go
cheeseburger
again.
and not even chewing just the whole thing in the mouth. I don't want to wait to eat this.
So, like,
I wish I could do
back
that.
in the day, we had to wait a week
That's a
because that was the
really-
only way to get television.
Yeah.
That's a really great
And
analogy.
that is why I
though.
didn't watch television.
Because, like, how do you enjoy it
Yeah.
if you just swallow the whole thing?
You don't have time to ingest the whole series and talk about, or the whole episode and be like, man, here's what I might have missed. I can't wait to see what happens next week. You're like, nope, turn the next one on
I love it.
now.
Can you imagine if we got Loki all at the same time? We just shotgun it in 8 hours and just
And
be
it's done.
burnt out,
And
and
it's
then we're
done.
done.
My eyes would be
magical.
like burning.
And then the next Marvel series comes out in 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well,
Now we
Instead
wait.
of only a couple weeks, it's like
Yeah.
that. It leaves that anticipation.
I like having a round of shows to watch. Like,
Yeah.
I enjoy that.
So do I.
Sorry, Ryan.
Bunch of fucking nerds.
We like to be regular
That's
nerds, scheduled
actually
nerds.
correct. Thank
Yes.
you, sir, for illuminating that about us. We are certainly nerds, seeing as how we're on a podcast dedicated to
Because only the cool people talk about
nerddom.
stuff on a
Nerd stuff.
podcast.
You know what? We're going to give Ryan some time to decompress,
Yeah.
to relax.
He's
We're
in
going to let
timeout.
him take some deep breaths. Woosah.
We're gonna go
Thank
kick
you.
over a trash can and take somebody's hat.
Abby's
I'm
coming
back.
over and rubbing his shoulders. Calm down.
No.
Get this man
I
another
already know
green
she's not
tea.
going to do that.
She's like, nope, not doing that. Let him freak out. I don't care.
Better here than at home.
Better than playing the Switch. All right, guys, we'll be back in just a second. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Alter Ego podcast.
Oh, my God. Thank God we didn't record any of
Here's
that.
another. Yeah, no, none. Thank goodness.
Ryan, how you feeling?
You okay?
Dejected.
Better? Dejected. You got your Arizona iced tea. Just sip on that. They're not sponsors of the show, although they could be.
Or should be.
I would read a breathtaking ad about Arizona iced tea.
I like
Jack
me some
doesn't
half
like
and
iced tea.
half.
I know the CEO is out there listening in his break room.
He's not.
Not with that attitude, he's not.
That's just the CEO of Arizona, the state.
Yeah,
Different.
the owner of Arizona. All right, so we're going to get into gaming news, and then we're going to talk about some of the E3 drops. There are a lot. I did not go through all of them. I grabbed
Why
the ones
not?
I thought were good, and I still have quite a few pages.
I was
We
going to
could
say,
have did an E3 part 2 right here. Just knocked it off. The whole
Jesus.
episode.
We could have just hit pause and gone, okay, we're back. More E3.
it was a 4-day news fest. Of
Yeah.
course, we can't talk about everything.
No, but there are some good highlights for sure. I'm excited.
Where
to
are we
get
starting?
into it. Well, we're starting with just regular gaming news and Roblox, the famous. I got a story about Roblox. So, I've never played this game, but sometimes when you get on, you're playing online games, and you're like partnered up with random people. Sometimes you have great chemistry, and I was playing Rocket League, and me and this guy were on a tear for 6 games. We were untouchable. And we weren't messaging. We weren't in a party. We were absolutely destroying everybody that we were playing with. And all of a sudden, he left the party. And I was like, you know what? I feel compelled to message this guy.
Oh, boy.
So I messaged him. I was like, hey, good game, dude. He messages me back. I'm going to go play Roblox.
So he's probably like, what, an
He's
8-year-old?
probably
Yeah, I
a
was gonna say.
child.
I'm pretty sure it was my nephew.
Yeah. So in that moment, I saw that and was like, I'm turning this crap off.
Yeah,
But I
he
was
had
sitting
to-
there
he had
like,
to
this
think.
guy's a maverick, man. He's killing it. And he's over there just like, Bob,
This guy's my new best friend.
more pizza bites, please. Bob.
There's no more Mountain Dew in the fridge.
He left the game because his Happy Meal got there.
Super Eats showed
She's
up.
going in there. When he like, is like, I was like, okay, he's just taking a break.
His
Did
name's
you clean your
Jeffrey.
room? Jeffrey? Jeffrey, is your room clean? Bob! I'm phoning losers on the internet.
This Jack guy keeps messaging me.
This guy Cadillac. Yeah. Son, I see that person messaged you. Is that a bad, naughty message? Golly. You ever see the meme of the guy who's like, I got beat so bad and mad and I pretended I was 11?
Yes.
No.
So the guy's like, you suck, bro. He's like, I'm 11 years old. And the guy responds back, he's like, I was just kidding, buddy. You did good. And he's like, my stepdad beats me or something. And he's like, oh, buddy, it's okay. And the guy's like really trying to be apologetic.
His screen name was Jeff, 1979.
Yeah.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. So anyway, Roblox is getting sued for $200 million
They can afford it.
by the National Music Producers Association by claiming it's allowing, love that word, allowing unlicensed use of songs by their users. So their users are somehow playing songs in Roblox. I don't know how the game is played. I have no inkling to play it. It didn't look entertaining to me. But apparently its users are using unlicensed songs. So now they're suing the IP for $200 million.
So are they trying to eliminate the ability to upload and
Yeah.
utilize your own,
unlicensed music?
Because in like the wrestling video games where you need to make your
Yep.
own wrestler, they used to have the ability where you can upload a song, like any MP3, to use as like your entrance thing.
Walkouts music? Yeah.
Yeah.
But they took that out because like we were opening ourselves up
Yes,
for a
for
huge
huge
lawsuit.
liability,
Even
yep.
though we're not uploading, we're still providing the ability to upload, and
Right.
it sounds like that's exactly what happened here.
Is that
Right.
what happened to MySpace?
No,
Yes,
no, I don't
that's
think
why
so.
it went under.
Because you could get that from the source from the band, and it also credited them on there. But I don't know. I think that's just, I'm sure the National Music Publishers Association is really worried about the artistic integrity.
I want to know how much.
Don't
that
disgrace
200 million
Nampa.
I want to know how much that 200 million is going to make its way to artists.
Yeah. No.
Hey, here you guys go. $6. Woo.
That's like when I got contacted for the Apple lawsuit last year. It's like, all right, everybody's getting $13. All you have to do is sign up. I'm like, I'm not filling out all the paperwork for $13. No.
I will pay you $13 to not send me this.
Yeah. To leave me alone forever.
I mean, you can at least fall for a pair of free AirPods or something.
Yeah, I want the accessory
They're
of my
probably
choice.
cheaper to make than $13.
Exactly.
We're trying to get that FiOS for free.
You still working on that?
Yep,
You should.
I am.
It's good stuff.
Anyway, we're gonna move on. Somebody's
Yeah,
gonna be
let's
like,
keep
what happened
going.
with the files? Resident Evil Village. Has anybody had a chance to play that game?
I have not. I've seen it.
This is kind of a silly news story, I feel, because I don't think there's a lot to contend with, but it was the most successful launch of 2021 so far.
Wasn't it the only launch of 2021?
I was
so
going to
far?
say, what was another big launch to even think about?
Cyberpunk? Was that this year?
Oh,
No,
Cyberpunk.
that came out in.
End of
2020?
last year?
It came out in December last year.
Oh, right before the line.
Yeah.
So nothing came out this year.
Yeah. And that's when like IGN posts stuff like that. I'm just like, why are we saying this? Why do we care?
Yeah, like when they started doing this is the highest ranked movie of 2021.
Right, and it's January 3rd.
Yeah, and nothing else has come out because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
So
Look at that. It's crazy successful.
Now, is this all platforms or just like PlayStation, Xbox?
It's the IP. It's Resident Evil. It's just how much that's done. It's not exclusive to any particular system in terms of this demographic or measuring stick or whatever you want to call it. It's just been the most successful game that's been out. But I mean, we're going to get into some games that are going to blow Resident Evil Village so far out of the water.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm surprised Monster Hunter Rise isn't higher on that. Or
Is that out yet? I know that was for
Switch came out
Nintendo
in
Switch. Yeah.
March. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that was another one that was kind of featured a little bit, but anyway, this is a really cool one that I thought, and this is Xbox. Now, Sony was not at E3.
oh,
Xbox and Nintendo were at E3, and some other companies that are there. But as far as the big names that people know, Nintendo and Xbox is who was there. And Xbox has had this feature for a little while, and it was originally going to just kind of be a little side project, but now they're going to be leaning into it heavily. And that is cloud gaming. It's going to be called the X Cloud, which is going to be going in with Game Pass and stuff like that allows you to play games from the cloud without having to download them.
sounds really cool to the marketing company that came up with the name. D-.
It was probably
X
Xbox.
Cloud.
And yeah, it's probably
Wow.
Xbox.
Talking about a company that went from Xbox to Xbox 360 to Xbox One, Xbox One X, Xbox
I don't
One S,
understand your number scale.
Yeah.
Xbox Series X.
Yeah. So the X Cloud sounds like it would come from there.
Yeah.
Oh, Microsoft. You're still trying.
And that they're doing more than trying, actually. I mean, they are really starting to walk away with it, in my opinion, with their acquisition of Bethesda, which they did a simul presentation with them.
Oh.
So all the Bethesda exclusives that are coming out, there were so many that the head of Bethesda came out and apologized to the PlayStation community, like, sorry. Don't know what to tell you. Not in charge anymore. So Xbox is really starting to step up. And this cloud thing, I think, is huge. Now
That
you don't
sounds
have
awesome.
They're talking about not just that. Let me read the little quote that I have. For the millions of people who play Xbox One consoles, which is the previous gen consoles, we're looking forward to sharing more about how we may bring many of these next gen games, such as Microsoft Flight Simulator, which I think is just a big. I think it's kind of like a big, pardon my French, just a dick swinging game to say, look how pretty our graphics are. Because
I played that shit in middle school. Like,
yeah, it's coming back now, and it looks real. It looks gorgeous.
Okay.
And yeah, they're doing a lot of big things. But that game was going to be there. Bring it to your console through Xbox Cloud Gaming, just like we do with the mobile devices, tablets, and browsers on your PC. So Xbox is not trying to limit themselves to the consoles anymore.
I still don't think it's going to be that big a thing.
I mean, if they can pull it off.
I think if you could sync a controller to your TV and use those services without having to log in or buy a console, and all these random people just need to buy a controller and hook that up to their smart TV, and they can play the future games that are coming out, the big titles, and all they have to pay for is Game Pass,
I'd do it.
that's brilliant.
I'd probably never buy an Xbox, but I'd do that.
Exactly. And you'd never have to buy a console if you don't want to. I mean, obviously there are pros and cons to each, but doing the cloud gaming from your TV, it gets so many more people involved.
Oh, yeah.
So much more
I like it.
money. I mean, I think it's a brilliant strategy, honestly.
And if you're not dumping $500 into hardware, you can spend more on games and doing all that stuff.
And microtransactions.
That's the thing. Is really, well, Xbox, unless it's an app or something, like I still don't understand how this is going to work. I got to see it, like function.
I'm assuming like it'll either be like a Xbox Live Pass situation where you just pay a monthly
You
subscription
pay
fee.
$14.99 for Xbox Game Pass.
If that tomorrow I got to go spend $60 on a controller and $14 a month for that, I'd do it in a minute.
And I'll say a lot of these games that were announced at E3 by Xbox, as soon as they were done, say play day one on Xbox Game Pass. Which means the day these brand new AAA titles are coming out, you have access to it for $14.99 a month.
It's all about that recurring income, man.
Exactly. That's what we've seen from the subscription streamers, and now Xbox is starting to monetize on that.
It's the Netflix model. You just want to get money every month without people thinking about it.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah, it is, but I just isn't going to hold up. Like the internet that people have may not be the greatest. So how they're gonna, you know what I mean? Games have latency, and
Well, I'm sure for competitive people who are doing this and they're worried about lag, and
They're
things
gonna have
like that,
consoles.
They'll have consoles, just like those people have PC.
But we're talking about your casual gamer that wants to play something, whatever the hell they feel like playing. They don't need to log in and get their Xbox and do all that. All they need is a controller. And
If I want to play
into the
Roblox, I just want to do it through the Game Pass.
Exactly.
Obviously.
Bingo.
what
And not only that, but Xbox now is making it so that their silver edition can now have communication with your friends. You don't have to pay for that. And you can play the free-to-play games for free with your friends on the silver. So you don't even need to pay anything.
See, my thing was I thought it was more for like the hardcore that want to play like on the go type of a thing, like from your phone, this or that.
Yeah, I would look at this
Could be that too.
Because you can say casual, but Mark ain't gonna go buy a goddamn controller and sign up for Xbox. This guy hasn't even started Breath of the Wild yet.
How dare you?
How dare you call him out like that? But it's true.
It is
I haven't
true.
had an open weekend in so long.
So how do you have time to go to the store, buy a controller, sign up for Xbox?
It's called Amazon.
The funny thing too is that as I was playing Gears of War 5 with him, and he was like, "This is pretty cool."
I thought it was really cool.
Yeah. He also played an ECW game the other day,
Yeah, I saw that too.
That was for
He
my
thought
brother-in-law's
we wouldn't
YouTube
know it.
channel.
but we did.
I get
Yeah, we
really
saw it.
drunk and play ECW Hardcore Revolution.
And I'm like, this motherfucker's playing ECW, but he ain't got time to run around high.
to my credit, that was filmed 3 months ago. So.
Oh, fair.
Okay, so let's get into some of the announcements from E3. Forgive me, but I'm going to bounce around a little bit because there are some really cool ones and some that I'm like, okay.
And I let you down again, Jack. You told me to watch trailers.
I did.
I started to watch trailers.
And you didn't.
Then I came across one trailer that was the greatest trailer of all trailers that has ever made, and no one should ever make another motherfucking trailer again because The Outer Worlds 2 wins it.
That was pretty hilarious.
Outer Worlds 2 trailer.
I don't watch trailers because of that right there. That's why E3 to me is moot.
So this is kind of funny, and I think I actually want to play the trailer on here if I can. The Outer Worlds trailer, in a lot of ways, trolled everyone.
Well, it just did what E3. Well, I mean, they did what E3 basically is. E3 is nothing but a hype show.
Yeah,
that's it. Like, and people get super hyped, and then all you stupid gamer guys that are all, oh, this game let me down. You fell for the trap, bro.
All right. Well, then you have those games that come out and they're amazing, and then you're like, well, I'm glad I was hyped for it.
Yeah, name one. When was the last time it happened?
Overwatch.
Name a current one.
Overwatch?
That's a
People
couple
still
years
play
old.
That game?
Yeah.
Overwatch is like 5 years old. Like 2016.
Gears 5 hyped me up. I loved it.
Well, here's the thing. This is why I hate trailers, because I watch video game trailers, and none of it's actual game footage.
So I'm going to play this, and hopefully the audio carries over. We're going to have to go back and take a look at if I am synced. But I want you guys to see it. Did you watch it?
I did.
Okay. So I just want you to hear the audio. Did you get the chance to watch it? Nope. I'll take that as a no.
Poker while she's drinking wine.
I was just drinking my wine. You just slapped my arm.
Well, little glimpse into Jack's life, please, honey. Put the wine down if you don't mind. We're just podcasting. Don't hit me again.
I'm about to hit you now.
Close the hub browser first, bro.
Close the hub browser. It's not going through. Is it?
No, none of us can hear it. You're ruining things.
Shoot it straight into your mic if you disconnect.
See if I can get it to go.
Oh, there we go.
Nope. This is on the phone.
Oh.
Darn it, Jim. All right. I got to try to figure this out. Some other time. Either way.
Just go watch
They roasted it.
Just go watch it. They roast everyone in a sense that, like, look at this badass monster. Do you think you'll see him in the game? Nope. Say goodbye. And they go, we show you all these things promising a new game, but really, we don't even have the concept art. And I'm like, this is so true.
And it's just like slow motion and dramatic and all the bullshit
He's
you
like,
see in every
wow,
trailer.
look at that. That's really cool.
Once I learned that literally game companies have a squad of people that they use to literally do nothing but develop a commercial and a trailer for this game, even if it's not gameplay, even if it's not anything, it's just a hype reel.
It's just a Pixar movie.
People really hyped about a movie and then play it, and then the gameplay looks completely different. I've never put faith in a trailer unless it's actual official gameplay.
So I'm excited for trailers because I'm excited at the prospect of these games being good. They can get me with that, but they will lose me with their gameplay.
Barnum said there's one born every minute, so
you never know. But yeah, gameplay trailers will lose me. But anyway, let's get into this. First one. Did you play games when you were a young lad?
I sure did.
I know I did. Do you remember a young lady by the name of Samus from Metroid Prime?
Oh.
See?
Yes.
So Metroid Dread has been announced, starring our favorite space lady.
Is it a crossover special?
Samus. No.
Oh.
No.
Hoping
Metroid
Sylvester
Prime isn't the only series getting a sequel from Nintendo. The classic 2D series of games is getting a brand new installment called Metroid Dread. It's set after Metroid Fusion, making the sequel further into Samus' story than any other installment. The trailer makes her look really 3D and really nice. I don't think this one's going to be a side-scroller, but I'm interested to see. Yeah, so Samus is coming back finally.
So they're doing a double release. Are they doing a side scroller and an updated version?
No. They're just saying this is made after the classic 2D series.
Oh, okay. Because I thought they had 2 games coming out. I was hoping one would be.
They kind of were supposed to have another Metroid come out, and they just completely skipped
Oh,
over
so they
it.
just
Because Metroid, I forget which one it is. They've been working on 4 or Prime for so long.
It was Prime something. I remember seeing that.
It's never come out, and that's what people were like, "Where the hell is this game?"
And they're like, "Oh, look at this game."
It's never here. Exactly.
Oh shit! So there's not 2 games coming out. There's just 1 game coming out.
But see, a lot of the time, those games fuse into other things. Like again, Overwatch, that was originally supposed to be an MMO. That died and turned into what it is now, and that game is killer. So, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Yeah. It is what it is. Now, there are some in here that got good gameplay trailers that looked really good. Super Smash Brothers got a DLC announced as well.
What's that?
Anybody play Tekken?
I do.
There's a Tekken DLC for Super Smash Brothers.
I bet you're excited about that.
All right, let's see if Ryan can guess who it is. It's one of my favorite players. He's somebody that I mained in a lot of them.
We've got
it's
some
either
other
Hayachi
Nope.
or Kazuya.
It's Kazuya.
Oh, I thought it was the guy with the tighter head.
Yeah, it's that guy on the wall back there that you guys can't see. Kazuya with the red eye and the scar on his chest.
What's the other guy named? His name is Tiger King?
No, it's King.
It's just King.
Tiger King.
Tiger King. That's something else.
King and Albert King.
You know who's going to win this match? Carol fucking Baskins.
Now, if that guy was in the game, I'd fucking play it.
You know who's going to go to the King of Iron Fist tournament? Carol fucking Baskins. That's who's going to
Put
win.
Exotic Joe and Tekken, and I'll fucking play it.
And Joe Exotic gets beat, and he's like, I'll never financially recover from this. I could see prices just skyrocketing. I can whoop people's ass as Joe Exotic.
How is there not like a meme-based like fighting game with just all these internet
Hey, shut
famous
up, bro.
people?
You should shut up. Trademark that. Yeah, delete that. That's cool. Don't do.
We see Pepe the Frog fighting
for free, man.
fighting Darth Kermit.
Sipping his tea.
Yeah.
Man.
That's how he wins.
That's good.
King, I'll never financially recover from this. Oh gosh, I'd like to see that now.
Me too.
If the
I'd play that game.
What is it, Namco? If the Namco folks are listening, or is it Bandai?
Bandai Namco.
Bandai. There you go.
Either one.
So yeah, Kazuya is joining Super Smash Brothers, which is dope. Although they've already added the greatest character of all time.
Cloud.
No, it's Sephiroth, the bad guy from Final Fantasy VII.
So is this added to the current edition that we have?
Yes.
Is this like an update?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Yep. This is part of the fighter pass. Other fighters are going to be joining the fray, so to speak. So he is one of the big ones that's coming in. And the thing, if you've ever played Tekken, the opening is Kazuya or Heihachi carrying Kazuya and throwing him into a volcano. Yeah, Heihachi being his father. So the promo for this one was Kazuya walking up holding Ganondorf and throwing Ganondorf into a volcano. And all of the Super Smash guys freaking out. I want to see a couple of villains like clapping, like, yeah, do it. Anyway.
I don't know anything about what you're saying.
Huh.
Just going to put that out there for the
podcast
first.
I'm glad you're into it.
I played Tekken.
Okay. This is before our time, which means lets you know it's a long time ago. But I used to play Tekken every night, religiously.
Yep. I was
4 hours and hours. Cases full of Diet Cokes fell by my hand while I sat and played Tekken.
That's what I did through college.
Yep.
Tekken 5, Friday nights.
There you
and
go.
Almost every other day.
Mm-hmm. Another one that we've talked about and we've kind of seen. What are you pointing
next
at?
to Kazuya?
Kazuya, that's Armor King, and then King. We're talking about the Funko collection that we have
to
here.
the left.
Then we have young
Okay,
Heihachi.
that's young
Jin,
Heihachi.
and then
Jin,
old
and then
Heihachi.
Yeah, okay.
Then Akuma, Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li.
Yeah.
Hey, they don't matter. They're not in Tekken. Bro.
Guy from God of War. Anyway.
Oh, but that's our video game shelf.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So another one that they showcased, although everybody's been seeing a lot of play from this, and big reveal was Far Cry 6. And it got a release date for October 7th. That one's the newest installment in the long-running open-world action-adventure series. The new game takes place in the fictional nation of Yara, specifically in the sprawling city of Esperanza, and stars Breaking Bad and Mandalorian legend Giancarlo Esposito as the villainous dictator Anton Castillo. The story trailer showed how cruel Anton can be. But, dude, they're starting to get some major star power in some of these games to get them to do some of the mocap. But that one looks interesting. I don't know if you're a Far Cry fan.
No.
But it's a pretty fun game, actually. They've gotten more and more open world, which is a lot of fun. The last one I played was The one with the psychotic preacher. I can't remember the
That
name.
was Far Cry 5.
Yeah, but what was it? Was there a name to it? A different title? Anyway, doesn't matter. Another one. Let's get into it here. What else do we have? Halo Infinite, which is the newest installment of Xbox exclusives. Halo. If you know Xbox, you know what Halo is, right? Like, I mean, we all know who the Master Chief is. He is arguably one of the top, most iconic video game characters of all time at this point. He's up there with Mario and Sonic and all them other guys. Master Chief's been around long enough to earn that.
Well, I mean, no.
You don't know who he is, huh?
Yes, I do.
Oh, are you
He's from
disagreeing with
Halo.
him? Are you disagreeing with him or
No,
me?
I'm disagreeing with you.
Oh,
She's
I'm
on
agreeing
my
with him.
side.
you guys are both wrong.
The fact that they're up there, no.
I have to agree with Jack.
Hey!
I don't care who you agree with. You're wrong.
Hey, are we the two gamers in the room?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Because the people,
Gamers.
the people who aren't gamers
Doing it, Mark?
know who Mario and Sonic and Pac-Man and all these other assholes are.
They know who
but
Master Chief is.
Chief, you're like, you don't even know who that is.
He's an exclusive. He doesn't count.
The fact that you
then
said
again, Mario's an exclusive too.
They know who Master Chief is.
it doesn't matter. The fact that you said you don't even know who that is, but I knew who everybody else was on your list means he is not up there with the rest of
But
them.
then you argued with me and go, no, I know who Master Chief is. I sat there and watched him spin in circles and throw grenades at his feet.
You may want to talk about Halo Infinite all day, but I have a more important question.
I feel
Ryan,
attacked.
How was
I
the
feel
movie
attacked.
Infinite?
Darling, I love you. You're
Did
the
you end
light
up
of my
watching it
life.
last week?
It's
What is it?
middling.
He
It's
watched
a
the
5.
movie Infinite last week. I remember him saying it on the podcast.
Oh, Halo
With
Infinite. the
Bradley
movie?
Cooper? No, Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
And it was Meh.
Oh.
And Chiwetel.
I heard it was terrible.
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Yeah, EG4. Yeah, there you go.
I heard,
Nah.
I heard it was terrible. But
Yeah, one
here's
of the
something
greatest.
really cool about Halo Infinite, right? It's one of the big franchises with all the collector's editions and all the stuff that Halo brings, the
Tis.
Master Chief collection. They are releasing their multiplayer, which is the biggest multiplayer they've ever done, including customization and all that other stuff, for free.
Good move.
Halo multiplayer is being released for 100% free. The story campaign is coming out, and you can pay for that, which I will probably just get the game because I enjoy the story very much. But
And you have Game Pass, so it's free.
the campaign won't be. But the multiplayer will be free.
The campaign should be free.
Well, you
Well,
know how
Game
Call of
Pass.
Duty Warzone is just Call of Duty
Yeah.
Warzone and not a campaign?
But
Similar.
you have Xbox Game Pass, and it's a first-party title.
Oh.
It should be free.
It is
Guys,
out
don't
holiday
fight.
2021. Just shut up and kiss me. But anyway, I'm excited. The customization that they've shown, and another cool thing that they're doing with that game too, is they've started this trend in gaming now where there's something called battle passes. And you buy the battle pass and you can unlock certain things as you play, and you have to progress to get all the things in these battle passes. And in traditional senses, once the battle pass is done, you can't access that crap anymore. So if you bought it and you don't pay the game, you don't get it.
Sounds expensive.
It can be depending on how often you get it. I don't get them very often. But Halo is doing something brand new and pretty cool in terms of battle passes. All battle passes will be archived once they're done. And if you would like to purchase previous battle passes and put your experience toward that specifically, you can do that.
Okay.
And everything that you get, there will be no microtransactions.
What a wonderful sentence to hear.
It's starting to be refreshing. I think the gaming community might have taken a hit in some of those areas, and like seeing the consumer trends of them saying, you know what, I'm sick of games like Battlefront
oh, yeah.
that allowed you to pay to win day one.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of stuff. That game will forever be marked by that and how terrible it was. But Halo is going another direction. I think it's really exciting. And anytime I can buy a game for free, I'm all for it. So multiplayer for free, probably go ahead and get the campaign anyway. It's going to be pretty awesome. I don't know. But this is a trend, man. All of these are going to be released on Game Pass, so you can get to them for free. Another one that they released was Starfield. Now, Starfield, I didn't know anything about.
Ooh. Sounds
They
like an
showed-
N64 game.
Yeah, it does. We see Star Fox. Oh my gosh.
That sounds like a better N64
So
game.
the way this game was described to me is it is an open world space game that is told it was, let me read this. It was a mixture of Skyrim, which anytime you drop Skyrim, you're going to get everyone's attention. Now, granted, we didn't see any
gameplay because it's just been talked about.
But it's got a release date, November 11th, 2022, so it's got to be close. There's got to be gameplay footage there. If they're this close, the game's almost done.
To quote the great Nello, that game doesn't come out till 2023 at least.
Yeah, I was going to say, that game ain't coming out in a couple months.
No, November of 2022.
Oh, 2022.
It'll still get pushed.
Yeah.
Washington Post got a little ahead of itself and posted the Starfield trailer about a half hour before the start of the Xbox and Bethesda showcase. But the cinematic trailer looked really good, and it is coming out at another exclusive to Xbox X, S, Xbox One, PC, all that jazz. So Microsoft's crushing it. The next one I want to go into, I found sort of interesting as well. It's another Xbox exclusive that came out, Redfall. Anybody ever play Left 4 Dead?
Nope.
So really. Left 4 Dead was a
game
where you were 4 survivors.
See, I know games.
And the zombies were controlled by AI in a sense that you ran through the same map or, the same levels, so 4 or 5 different levels you go through, but the zombies would never be in the same place. And the attacks would come from different areas. They could break through walls. There were different specialty types. This looks somewhat like that, but it's a different graphic, and it's vampire hunters.
Did they actually show a gameplay of that?
They did.
See, I didn't see the gameplay. I just saw the trailer for it.
You surprisingly don't have a lot of vampire games these days.
It's hard to do. There is Vampire, which is the big famous one.
There's some vampire games. They're on PlayStation, and then
I was gonna say, seems like the new thing because we've heard about a couple so far. So.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like they're
that's the new zombie game.
Well,
so
this
the
one
books were a thing, and movies were a thing, and games are finally.
Are they sparkly?
Right? No, they're not sparkly.
Yeah, no diamonds, no garlic.
Xbox and Bethesda had an announcement before leaving the E3 stage. Arcane Studios' Redfall, a supernatural co-op game with a dark sense of humor. I can attest to that. The game is set in a quiet community of Redfall, which suddenly comes under attack by a cult of vampires. As you can imagine, in quotation marks, all hell breaks loose.
I get it.
The things you said. Redfall used to be a bustling, beautiful island community. It had everything a coastal town in Massachusetts should have: a lighthouse, a lobster shack, a boardwalk, wrote Ann Lewis, senior content manager at Bethesda. Oh, good, she's gaslighting her own project. When the vampires took over, they blocked out the sun. Okay.
They stacked up really high.
Guys, listen. The sun is going to stay in that one spot. Trust me. It's not going to move.
Everybody put your arms out.
Yeah. Everybody hold up your hands. Who's got blankets?
Why do they do that? Why not just make it take
blocked
place
out the
in,
sun, pushed
Alaska?
back the tides, and effectively walked off the island from the rest of blocked off the island from the rest of society, trapping everyone who remained. Yeah, so you play the 4 people left with specialized weaponry taking on the rest of the vampires, and is out next summer, which when they say that and there's no date, there's no month, I'm inclined to agree with you that release date is as good as gone.
See you in the spring.
Yeah. See you never, loser. No, it might be cool. Who knows?
Maybe.
The next one I was going to bring up, I thought you might be particularly interested in.
Which one is that?
This one is Rainbow Six Extraction.
Nope.
So this one now is zombies or aliens. This is more on the zombie trailer. And you have to go in, find an operator, which now there's the Rainbow Six Siege, and you can customize your own folks, your own operators, and go in with them. And you have to go in and rescue operators in a hive or a zombie situation to be able to unlock them and play them. But you can also choose to leave them behind and go further in and go get more loot and all that kind of stuff. The trailer for it looked really good. There's a solo and a 3-player co-op shooter spinning out of Rainbow Six Siege. pits the elite squad of anti-terrorist operators against a multitude of arcane threats, including new types of monstrous enemies like you've never seen or faced before. Set in 4 containment zones across the U.S., you and up to 2 of your friends must assemble the perfect squad from 18 Rainbow Six operators, each with their own special abilities and loadouts. It'll be up to your team to pick up the right soldiers for the job. As you've expected, Rainbow Six Extraction isn't just about killing all the aliens on the map. Aliens, not zombies. You'll not only have to complete objectives, but also make sure that no one is left behind. According to the game's description, if an operator fails to get to the extraction point, you and your team have a choice. Leave them behind to push on for bigger rewards, or head back and try to rescue them. Those who don't make it will find their operator MIA, making them temporarily unavailable for future missions. The only means of recovering the MIA operator is to extract them before the parasite takes them over completely.
Jesus.
Hard pass.
Yeah, I wasn't a big Siege fan either, but I thought that aspect of having your operator caught and not being able to play them again. Could you imagine being in the game with your boys and being like, guys, this is my good dude. Please go get him. And they're like, nah, man, we're out.
Like
I'm logging off. We're not friends anymore.
It's like the Ubisoft took the Division and Rainbow Six Siege and just kind of had a bastardized kid.
See, he says bastardized. He says bastardized because he really loves the Division.
It's funny because you keep saying operator, and I have no idea what you're talking about. I just keep thinking of a
Operator's
switchboard operator.
No, it's a
Like
person.
Barnesville, number 7.
A character.
So instead of calling them like in the old school days of sergeant or general or whatever the soldier were, they are the mission operators.
Yeah.
Barf.
Ew.
So
It's almost worse than mine.
one that I was excited about, but I'll just jump on it really quickly. Diablo 2 Resurrected got a release date.
I feel like we've been talking about this for a year.
No, you're talking about Diablo 4. This is the old Diablo 2 that's getting the fresh coat of paint
This is what I'm talking
and
about.
the brand new engine.
Here's a new game from 10 years ago. Here you guys go.
It's also one of the most iconic PC games that's ever been out. There's a lot of people that are going crazy, and a lot of people who didn't like Diablo 3 and were begging for Diablo 2 to come back. So this is definitely fan service. He's not wrong, but it's fan service that a lot of people are asking for.
Is it just Diablo 2 with updated graphics? Is that all it is?
It's a lot of updated graphics for sure, but you get all of the DLC content from the original game all in one package, and you can still play with, I think, up to 8 people, which originally it was supposed to be 4. And so now it's just made it bigger, faster. I will be getting it.
I don't have 7 friends, so I don't know how I'm going to play this, but I'll figure it out.
You don't need them.
Yeah, you can solo. I'll carry you. This is one that I thought you might be interested in terms of the fact where you'll sit around and watch games from the Avatar universe.
Okay, hold on.
Did they actually show gameplay of this? Because I saw the video and I'm like,
They did show gameplay. So this is one of those that the footage for the trailer is captured with the engine from the game. Now, there's a lot of these that show these because graphics are getting so good. But this one is you are one of the Na'vi, and you can traverse Pandora on a horse, on the glider, on whatever you want. And they do show the humans in the mechanized war machines and whatever, and the helicopters and all that other stuff. And it is another open world game that you'll be able to go where you want and do what you want.
Isn't that all they do now?
for the most part, yeah.
Actually, for the games that I've listed here, not a lot of them are that.
That's good.
Yeah, not a lot of these games that are on this list are that, but it says James Cameron's fledgling sci-fi universe just got a little bit bigger with the announcement of Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, a new first-person action adventure game from Massive Entertainment. Now, this game is described as a standalone story where you play as a Na'vi and embark on a journey across the western frontier, a never-before-seen part of Pandora, explore a living and reactive world, which, if you saw the movie, you know that everything reacts to you and around you no matter what you do, which would be kind of cool. The game will flesh out a corner of the Avatar universe and expecting perspective for fans. Wait, hold on. An exciting prospect for fans looking forward to many movie sequels currently planned for the big screen. Now, the Massive Entertainment is somebody who works with Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
They showed Disney their
Sorry.
prototype for Avatar. And Disney came to them and said, we want you to make an open world Star Wars game based on what they saw for this.
Okay.
So they were like, this is so freaking good. Please take Star Wars, our baby, who's had so many failures.
Yeah, I was about to say they're willing to do anything with a Star Wars game other than what they're doing now.
Yeah. So, the most recent one, was it Fallen Order?
Yeah, Fallen Order was actually
That one got a lot of really, really good reviews. But for this
Was
to
that
be...
EA?
What happened?
Was that EA?
No. Yes, it was, actually.
Really? That surprises me.
Yeah, right, yeah. That's going to be a good one. But I think I'm very excited to see what this Frontiers of Pandora go through, especially with 5 movies in the works or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think it'll just deepen the universe. It'll be kind of cool. On to one of the Marvel games that I think you know what I'm talking about.
I saw this and I was like, yeah,
First-
I'm not playing this.
first
Is it a
bit-
DLC?
First bit of Marvel is a DLC for the Marvel Avengers game. It is none other than the Black Panther, who they have announced will be joining that game, and he is another free DLC with brand new character, brand new bad guys, brand new levels, brand
When's
new
he
everything.
coming?
Let me see if I have that in my notes here. I don't think I do, but he is coming this year.
I'm not gonna lie. Turn on my Xbox, go through that friends list. You are literally the only person that still plays that game.
Okay. I'll join in. I'll learn you something.
I'm just surprised that you still do. I mean, when you have an Xbox,
He is
list
committed.
Like that, no, my point is that no one's really doing anything with the game anymore, though.
What do you mean?
Well,
I
they
mean-
will be after Wakanda comes out.
That's for sure.
Maybe.
What is it,
I
the
hope
War of
they
Wakanda or
do
something like
more
that?
to the game. Like, I haven't even finished the story because I've heard how bad the in-game content is. So I'm like, I'm not even gonna bother.
They've made a lot of adjustments, and as you can tell, I'm still playing it. So I don't know. I'm excited for that. I am still working on a lot of characters and trying to get them up to max level and stuff like that. I've got Thor close to max. He's so fun to play. That game does something really, really, really well.
How do you feel about them making it harder for you to gain levels to get them to max?
What do you mean? They have it. Did you get to 150? Anyway.
No.
It makes you, when you play that character, it makes you feel like you are that character. So, like, sure, some of the bad guys get repetitive at times, but when you're playing the Hulk, you feel like the Hulk. When you're playing Iron Man, you feel like Iron Man. You can get up and fly at any time. You can use his repulsor rays, all that other stuff. Captain America, he can throw that shield. He's very heavy melee combat. When they introduced Hawkeye, it was the same thing. I don't know. I think it's great. So I can't wait to see what Black Panther comes from this game.
Yeah, and Claw.
It says DLC this summer, so relatively soon. Yes, Claw is the bad guy for this DLC. And so is there's 2, which is the main antagonist from the whole series so far. Not MODOK, but the other one. The other one that I don't want to name because I don't want to spoil it for him.
Oh.
I'm winking at Mark. Look at me, Mark.
Oh.
There's
Winking.
something in your eye.
Yes, there is. Sorry. So on the other line of Marvel, there was a Guardians of the Galaxy game.
I watched
announced
this.
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
where you play as Peter Quill, baby.
yeah.
And you
I like
and the
this.
Guardians go around and you can command the other Guardians for combos to do the unique things that the Guardians do. I'm kind of let down by that because I would love to max up all my Guardians. I would love to go through the game as each individual one, get them leveled up, see who I like the most. But I think it's still cool. If this one comes out on Game Pass, I'll be getting it for sure.
Maybe the focus on one specific character that's playable will help
Who's
the
it made by?
process of the game. Square Enix?
Square Enix.
Oh, that's
The
right.
ones that made Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm out.
Shocker. We are really drawn back by this news, and I don't know if we'll ever recover. The rumors are that Eidos Montreal's top secret Guardians of the Galaxy game is real, which it is. It's a single-player action-adventure title starring Star-Lord, the leader of the band of Marvel Misfits. He's not only has cool moves of his own, but commands his team during battle, adding an interesting tactical aspect to the game. Guardians of the Galaxy also features some choice-based dialogue, a nice addition to what looks like a lot of the Marvel Avengers formula overall. Now,
It do.
I saved one for the last.
Oh.
And I saved it just for you,
You were
Ryan.
going to do that.
All right, what's
Saved
coming
it
up
just
next?
for you.
So I'm trying to think of what would be Ryan's.
Yeah, do we
top.
have to guess?
There's a trailer that came out.
Monster Hunters.
It's not Monster
I was
Hunter.
going to say Monster
Only
Hunter.
Damn
get
it.
one- oh, you only get one guess.
Oh, I know what it is.
What is it?
Breath of the Wild 2.
Yep.
Yeah, so,
Ah!
Shut
Breath
up.
of the
Nobody
Wild
likes you,
2.
Mark.
I know.
Breath of the Wild 2. And Abby just started crying. Abby, it's okay. We love you.
And just like that, 900 hours of her life went out the
I'm
window.
telling you, it looks really different. It looks like it's going to take place up in the sky, not so much down in Hyrule. There was a lot of focus on him flying. He's missing an arm.
What?
Spoiler alert.
It's in the trailer.
yeah.
Dude.
How he loses it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's in the trailer how
Oh,
he
I
loses
figured he
his
lost it
arm?
in the first
No.
That's
no.
what I'm saying.
No. He's giving Epona colonoscopy, and as he's reaching
Stop
in,
it right
He
now.
sneezed.
somebody spooks him, and he runs off with Link saying, all you hear is him going, ah! And then you
Almost
see him
as
with a
bad as
prosthetic
MODOK
arm.
leaving with
Iron Man's boot.
boot.
Yeah, I don't know. So clearly, Ryan's disappointed in all of these, but in a world where these games actually do come out, are there any of these that grab your ass?
After I play Breath of the Wild 1, I might really want to play Breath of the Wild 2.
So back when we're all retired, we finally settled down, and Mark says, "You know what? I'm gonna pick up this Breath of the Wild."
Then I realized the
And
screen
Ryan's
burned
gonna
out on
look
my-
at him. Ryan's gonna look at him and go, "What?" I said I'm gonna play Breath of the Wild. Ryan's gonna go, "No, I don't like my sauce mild." I'm gonna be dead.
Yeah, me too. I died with a broken heart.
Live fast, die hard.
Yeah, that's right. I live my life a quarter mile at a
Do
time.
any of them grab you by the ass,
Do
Ryan?
everybody?
No,
I still
actually,
need
the
an
only
answer.
really spreads your cheeks.
My wife puts up with me.
one of the ones that he didn't talk about, like Pokemon Arceus.
They didn't bring that one to E3.
I was at a direct. I saw it. So that's
Okay,
what
so
I saw
not
the
part of the
trailer
subject
about.
matter, but great.
Yes.
Well,
I'm
see,
excited for that one too.
They had their own conference.
Yeah.
I put in the direct. I didn't know what E3
Didn't
was.
you say that it was hard to get information out of the...
It was a pain in the ass trying to find this stuff on the work computer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I
Really carved into my workday.
That's right.
typed in
Really
E3.
carved into my productivity.
I typed in E3 News 2021, and that's what came up. So
There's a lot more stuff that's coming out that was announced at E3, but we only have so much time in the day. You should definitely go check it out. I know Ryan's going to be putting stupid hours into Breath of the Wild Part 2. I'm excited to see the Black Panther show up. There's a couple of other games that I was pretty excited for. I don't know if I'm going to get the Guardians one.
I'm excited that you're excited. Does that count?
Was
Yes.
there any Nintendo
Okay.
news besides Breath of the Wild?
Most of that was, and the Samus was also a Nintendo
Oh,
one.
that's true,
There was
that's
a
true.
Mario and the Ribbits trailer.
All right.
There was a Wario.
all right.
There was a 2D Wario game.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
see, now you're
Gonna
getting,
look that
you're
up.
getting the throwback entertainment right
Yeah.
here. That's
Oh,
the shit
gosh.
you
Keep
should
me
talk
under
about.
64 bits.
So
Yes,
that's the
yes.
problem is I'm looking at that as a gamer and I'm like, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Well,
and then
I'm
you
looking at
guys are
that
like,
as an idiot.
whoa! There actually is another Mario Party All-Stars coming out with over 100 playable games.
Jesus
game.
Christ, that's a lot of games.
Oh, did you play
Especially
Pokemon
when-
Go?
Every day.
Especially when the first Mario
Every day.
All-Stars
See the
had
new
like 4
Pokemon
games
mobile?
on it or something.
I did not see the new Pokemon mobile.
Pokemon Unite, the MOBA.
Still nothing.
Are you guys just trying to
what?
finish the song? Is that what we're doing here?
I am.
Have we ever made it to the end?
Yes, we have.
You should give it a try.
Have a great day, everybody. Catch you next week.
Ooh.